As you search for solutions, analyze trade-offs among competing needs and options. Instead of trying to find the one best solution, your goal should be to develop a good solution by evaluating, modifying, and improving on your ideas. After generating as many alternatives as you can, evaluate one carefully. Using objective criteria helps to avoid making decisions based on emotion or snap judgments. Let's take a look at the essential elements of evaluating options. Select a solution from the alternatives you've developed. Adopt an appropriate way to evaluate them. Is the decision small enough that you can choose it intuitively? If not, consider the pros and cons of each alternative and how you can objectively measure them. Evaluation criteria are the variables that drive your decisions. What do you need to know about each alternative to make an informed choice? Popular criteria include cost, time, feasibility, usefulness, and appropriateness for the organization. Use more than one of these when evaluating alternatives. If your problem is complex, consider all of its dimensions as you evaluate alternatives. However, not all criteria are equally important. To take the differences into account, assign weights to each option. For example, you might be evaluating locations for a customer appreciation event. Two criteria are overall cost and the availability of an event planner at the hotel. Because cost is more significant, you assign 80% of the decision to cost and 20% to the event planner. The weights you assign to each criterion determine how much influence each has in the final outcome. You can rate the alternatives by ranking each one based on your criteria and the weight you assign. Another method is to compare each alternative to the others and determine which is superior. When making important decisions, use more than one rating technique. The outcomes might not be identical, but they should be very similar. If not, reevaluate your work. You can use an analytical hierarchy matrix like this one to rate alternatives based on these comparisons. Finally, choose the best alternative and use it to develop a solution to the problem. Do not be concerned if the selected alternative is not perfect. Complex problems rarely have ideal solutions. Make sure you feel comfortable with the alternative you choose. Here are some do's and don'ts of evaluating your options. First, examine criteria. Do identify the criteria for your decision, but don't settle on only one criterion. Rate alternatives. Do rank alternatives based on the criteria and the assigned weights you give them. But don't use a single evaluation message for complex problems. Finally, when making a decision, do choose the best alternative and use it to develop a solution to the problem. But don't be concerned if the selected alternative is not perfect. Take a look at these do's and don'ts of evaluating options here or in your business problem-solving guide as you think about evaluating your problem-solving options.